When I first started, I wanted to join right then and there, but I was nervous. And I said, well, I'll wait till the next Sunday. And I kept on waiting, but then finding something that just hit me and made me went on up and join.
I've heard about Freedom Church through my sister, who knows Tracy. And Tracy invited me, picked me up, brought me over, and my first impression was it was friendly, warm, loving, non-judgmental, which is good because that's what it shows what God is. And He loves us and accepts us regardless of the flaws we have and regardless of the mistakes we've made in our lives. And that's what it's all about, love and acceptance. This church is actually truly God-made.
So my husband and I, when we first got married, we were going to two separate churches, and we knew that we wanted to find something where we can both grow together, and it wasn't just his church and it wasn't just my church. So one night my husband stayed up all night, and he woke up the next day and was like, babe, I think I found a church. And I was like, okay, how did you find the church on the computer? And he just kept talking about the Freedom Church, the Freedom Church, the Freedom Church. So we decided one Sunday to go to the Freedom Church and see what it was all about. And we drove around and around. We could not find this church for nothing. Like, it was raining, I was pregnant, and I was ready to go. But we ended up at the Zamar Center, and someone told us, well, they're not here anymore, they're at a hotel. So we were running a few minutes late for the service. I was just like, okay, babe, let's just go home and we'll try again next week. And he was like, no, we have to get to this church. So we ended up going to the hotel where the Freedom Church was set up at the time, and we fell in love with it, and we've just been members ever since.
My first impression of the Freedom Church was that this was a nice, laid-back church. I grew up in Baptist church, and it wasn't for me. I already know about Jesus dying. I just kind of needed more, and the Freedom Church gave me.
I was such a demon. After I got enjoying the freedom, they changed everything. It changed me from stop doing all the things that I was doing, because my life was really a total mess. After I started coming to church more often, and I started, listening to the pastor's services going on, it kind of changed me, made me stop doing all the wrong thing that I was doing.
My relationship with God has actually gotten stronger. I'm getting to know Him more and more each day. I love getting to know about Him and what He's all about. And I know that with everything that I've gone through in my life and what I face, I know that God is always going to be there, regardless of what mistakes I do.
Being at the Freedom Church has changed our relationship with God because we grew at the Freedom Church. We actually started changing. We actually started walking the walk and talking the talk. It wasn't just on Sunday we believed in God, we went to church and we went home, and then Monday through Saturday we were a different person. Being at Freedom, it has inspired us to actually grow in Christ, and then God just started to take over in our lives and do things for us, and then we just started to minister to other people and just spread the light and just spread the word. Freedom is not just a ministry, it's really a movement, and it encourages you to move and encourage other people to come to church with you.
I can see the Freedom Church being one of the biggest churches in Jacksonville.
I think Freedom is taking over Jacks, taking over everything. North, south, west, east. Freedom, we're moving and we're going places.
I see Freedom bigger than Spring Park, bigger than Arlington, and bigger than the Dome. I see a mega church, which, Pastor, get ready to spread those arms because your flock is coming. Pastor, I appreciate everything you have done for this church. You are where you need to be, and I'm thankful that you let God lead you here. Continue to do what you're doing. Continue to teach us what we need to know and not what we want to hear.